Okay, that's better. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, wherever you might be tuning in from, which is all up north, apparently. We don't have any New Zealanders here this evening, but thanks for being here, especially to Thea and to Fiona for being our guests this evening. Sometimes we have two, sometimes we've got 10, 1, it doesn't really matter. But ladies, hold on to your socks because you're about to experience something really special. I don't know how much you've heard so far, but you're going to love this one. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Johnny Demos, coming to you from Melbourne. I got started in this little home-based business arena around about 17 years ago. I had an amazing journey. I work with some of the best. I've been a good student, so I learnt a lot. I was always, what's the word, coachable. And I didn't act like I knew it all because I didn't. Somebody always knew something more than me, and it's been amazing. But throughout the successes, also had my fair share of nasty failures as well. Sometimes things just don't work out, whether it be you don't resonate, whatever it might be. It really doesn't matter. But look, when I was introduced to this online space, this network marketing, home-based business arena years ago, I sat in a little meeting just like this one, except it was in a friend's living room, right? Because that's what happened all those years ago, with a bunch of people learning about something about this concept of building a business from home, right? That night, everybody in the room, I'm pretty sure everybody, if I remember correctly, we were in a daze, we were stunned. I realized that I could build a little business on the side in the small pockets of free time in my day, no matter what I was doing. I think I was involved in real estate at the time, similar to you, Thea, without disrupting my 9-to-5 job, which, I hated at the time. I really did. I was in my 20s, and you know what? No, I wasn't. I was in my 30s in real estate. That's right. Makes sense. And I didn't like what I was doing, and a little bit young too. Anyway, but when I realised that I could grow a little income that can eventually take over or equal first my 9-to-5 income, and then at some stage overtake it and say goodbye to the 9-to-5 job, that was it for me. I mean, isn't that what we all want? Seriously, it changed everything. The only problem was things didn't kind of turn out as planned. Yes, had some of the successes. It was a little bit of a bumpy ride. Some companies weren't as good as some others, but it wasn't bumpy just for me, but for many in the industry. Because even though I had my little successes, here's what I realized. This industry was really nothing more than a bunch of mostly great companies all fighting to sell their really expensive products to people that couldn't afford to buy them every month. That was the model. So people kept quitting this business. No matter which company you're with, the numbers were all the same. Whether you're selling a collagen, it didn't matter, right? Just too expensive. It's been the same for the last 90-something years. As quickly as I could introduce new people to the business, because I had a big mouth, right? People were quitting from just like holes in a bucket of water. As soon as you're filling from the top, they're escaping from the sides. I'd had enough. I decided it was maybe time to hang up the boots. And around about the same time, less than a year ago now, this Canadian bloke that I'd never met before reaches out to me, and after a little bit of relationship building back and forward, he mentions to me about some membership club that had recently launched, a subscription model, something no one had ever seen before in this home-based business online space. So, folks, this is a little David and Goliath story about a little company that simply decided to stand up and say enough is enough. And in the last 12 months, they've rewritten history in this industry. They changed everything. Now, my buddy Trevor, who was my sponsor, who reached out to me back then, seriously didn't know back then how much this little business, how much this little membership club was going to change our lives. That's exactly what it's done, I promise you. And it's the very membership that we're going to chat about that I'm going to share with you tonight. So I'm going to share my screen and let's go through a couple of little bits. Okay, there we go. Get rid of that. Fantastic. And that little membership club is Liv Good, as you may know, same as written on here, my nice little t-shirt. And it's the membership that pays. Now, let's start for a moment. Let me just change screens. Let's stop for a moment and have a think about some of the existing memberships or subscriptions that we pay for every month that we know. Here are just a few of us really quickly. Amazon Prime and Netflix, well over 200 million members each. right? Of course, Sam's Club, which is in the US. I keep that part in the slide because I've got a lot of US people usually in these Zooms. 70 million. Costco, 120 million. Disney Plus, a whopping 150 million members globally, plus so many other thousands of companies and industries that have pivoted to a subscription or a membership model. Everywhere you look now, subscription. I think they're talking about some brand new cars coming out with subscription extras, heated seats, things like that, which doesn't make sense. So you're obviously going to have those features in the vehicle, but they're not switched on unless you pay for it. It's crazy. My son told me about it, but ridiculous. But what we're really excited about is that out of all these memberships and subscriptions that we know, and so many others out there, Liv Good is the only one that pays. Not only does Liv Good save you an absolute fortune, but it pays you to share with your friends. I mean, when was the last time that Netflix sent you a little commission for recommending the service to a friend? Like never, right? Well, that's about to change, seriously. Now, let's really quickly take a look at Amazon. As we know, Amazon started selling books almost 30 years ago. Remember that? People laughed. My wife showed me a picture this morning of, oh, honey, look at this, a picture of Jeff Bezos with a bunch of books, the very first book that he sold 30 years ago. They said, who's going to buy books online? And I agreed. I thought Borders was the only place I wanted to go for books. But our friend Jeffrey Bezos knew exactly what he was doing. And then a few short years later, Amazon expanded well beyond books. Now you can buy everything from music, electronics, clothing, everything you can think of, including the kitchen sink, seriously. And how many members today? 200 million, over 200 million, seriously. And Liv Good is about to hit 1 million in the next week or so. And we've just passed a year. And you know what? As far as Amazon's concerned, 2 years it took them to get to 1 million members. Let that sink in just for a moment. This is all about timing, without a doubt. Now, Liv Good officially launched back in December 2022. They're based out of Jupiter in Florida. And as I mentioned earlier, we just celebrated our first year anniversary for this little wholesale membership club. But listen to this. Not only is Liv Good the very first membership club in the home-based business arena, they're the only company that profit shares its membership revenue with its members, or affiliates, as we like to call them. No one's ever done this before. Liv Good pays you to share with your friends. And considering it's just a little $10 membership, it pays you well, you'll see. You're going to get access to the very best products and services at well below wholesale, at almost cost price. How can they do this? Here's how. Liv Good don't make their money from the products. They make their money from the little $10 membership every month. So all they do is they take the little product. In fact, I'll talk about it in a second. Seriously, it's genius. Now, how is it possible? Here's how. Most health and wellness products cost between $8 and $12 to manufacture. That's just a fact. We know this to be true. Yet companies will 8 to 10x the prices and sell them for 80, 100, 130 or more because they have to allow for commissions and for profit margins, right? That's just the model that we've known for the last 100 years. So they'll take a product. Liv Good decided that they were going to take the product, and instead of loading it with all the commissions and, you know, a $10 product, instead of getting it up to $100 or $80, they're going to sell it for $12, $13. Doesn't make sense, right? It's insane. Unless you understand what they're doing. And that is, there's no profit margins here. That's why if this was just a membership club, it didn't pay you to share with your friends. It just allowed you to pay your $10 a month and go out and enjoy amazing health and wellness products for next to cost price. That would be amazing. That would be enough. But it's so much more than that. Liv Good came along and changed everything. They said that we're going to introduce the very best products on the planet, starting with health and wellness, and we're not going to add profit margins and volumes to the commissions. We're not going to sell them for $100. We're going to sell them for 10, 15, 18 at almost cost price, because we're not going to make any money from the products. We're going to make our money from the $9.95 membership that you pay, and that's it. And they rewrote history. It's been a crazy 12 months. Having a bunch of companies in the industry bashing Liv Good, saying it's a scam, it's never going to last, it's never going to get past, 20,000, 30,000 members. In 3 months max, it'll be gone. 12 months later, we're nearly at 1 million members. It's the fastest growing company in the history of this industry. Someone had to do it. They're not all scams. I mean, there are some scams in the industry. I've been involved in one or two, and I got burnt over the years, and I'm sure one or two of you have done the same. But there was nothing about Liv Good that was scammy to me, except the people in my ears over the 7 months ago saying it's not going to last. Why? Because it was the only company that came and rocked an industry totally. Rocked it. The only company. After almost 100 years, one company figured it out, right? And they thought that it was never going to be possible, and it was. And we're just getting started. Now, after 12 months, we are the fastest growing company in the home-based business arena with, I think it's about 980. It's getting close to 980 now. So considering we do about 20,000 plus a week in new members, it's probably about a week or so. I can't wait. It's going to be huge. And obviously hundreds of members joining every hour. But not only that, Liv Good's also ranked number 5 in momentum on the Business for Home platform, which is a platform that analyzes companies in this home-based business arena. Number 5 in 12 months. It's incredible. Now, who's responsible for this madness? Meet the founders. Ben Glinsky is the CEO of Liv Good with over 20 years experience running and owning some of the most successful companies in the industry. Ben decided to come out of retirement. He was seriously retired. He sold his last company about 5-6 years ago. He had enough of the industry. He knew the industry was all about 95% of people don't make money here. Overpriced products, companies just bashing each other to see who can sell the most products to people who couldn't afford to buy them. And he had enough, and he sold his company, made sure his people were okay, and that was it. But he had someone in his ear for the last 5-6 years, and that was one of his business partners who you'll meet in a second. He teamed up with his great friend Nada Kazan there on the right-hand side, who has been in his ear for the last few years saying, we need to bring to life this membership club. No one's done it before. No one knows how to do it, Ben. Let's do this thing. And sure enough, 13th of December 2022, it came to life. Seriously. And together with product gurus Ryan and Lisa Goodkin, Ryan being the doctor, formulator, and brains behind these amazing products, while Lisa supports us as the director of product education. So here it is. Just as Amazon started selling books almost 30 years ago, this is the range of products that Liv Good decided to start with. The very, very best in health and wellness on the planet. Seriously. And look, all the certifications, totally organic products, thanks to the legend Ryan, Lisa as well, but Ryan being, seriously the brains behind this. Incredible products. But I'll tell you this, I was going to share it later, but 90-day money back, empty bottle money back guarantee. 90-day. You don't like it? Send it back. No questions asked. Seriously. I seriously think that they've had hardly any returns. I mean, with 1 million members, you're going to get 1 or 2, right? But it's been incredible. Totally organic. And you ready? Here at Liv Good, you don't have to buy a single thing. You just don't. Zero, nothing, nada. You order what you want, when you want, because you want to, not because you have to. And I'm assuming I speak for most of you in the room when I say that I've had the cupboard full of products where I had to spend not only $200, $300 a month to keep qualified for my check every month, for my $50 check or my $100 check, I had to spend $200, but potentially $500, $1,000. The most I ever spent was $3,000 US to start in a company. 3,000. I think at the time was 4,000 Aussie dollars. And only just 2 months ago, we threw out the last few pills, supplements, because I had a cupboard full, right? So crazy. Order what you want, whenever you want. And you know what? When you want to order, you're going to be paying $10, $15, $18, like I said before, not 60, 80, or 100 plus. Did you get that? This has never been done before at almost cost price. Why? Because remember, Liv Good don't make their money on the product. So think of a product and slash everything out of it. It's incredible. Their attitude was, we're going to get these incredible products into the hands of people that need them, and we're going to make them affordable. And that's exactly what they did. Okay, have a look at this. This is just an example of 3 products. It really doesn't matter which 3 products or 4 products or 10 products we use as an example here, because it's the same across the board. But as you can see, 175 US difference for just these three. Our greens are the best. I mean, I love them. My wife loves them even more than me because I forget to take them. I take my reds, which you can't see here, but $18 versus 99. I mean, AG1's a great product, but not for 99 bucks. But that's the standard across the board with all our comparisons. One of the other comparisons, which is huge for some of my American friends, is the CBD oil. I know we can't get it here, Canada, New Zealand, I think as well. 750 milligram of the best CBD oil, $14.95 US. It was $18. They dropped it to $14.95 because they were selling so much of it. They got a better price and they passed the discount on to us. That's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous compared to $80 or $90 for our competitors. And we got zero competition here. Totally. Yes, Liv Good is the next Amazon of network marketing in the home-based business arena for sure. But remember one thing, Liv Good is not a health and wellness company. Liv Good decided to launch affordable health and wellness products at a time when the world really needed to get healthy, especially after everything we've been through the last few years, right? But Liv Good is a wholesale membership club, a simple monthly subscription, just like everything else, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Costco, whatever, right? Not to mention all the apps that we pay for on our phone. But listen to this. Liv Good is going to be your one-stop online wholesale superstore, a place where it's millions of members can simply access all the products and services, anything they want, anytime they like, with a click of a finger. Starting with health and wellness, household products, washing powders, detergents, skincare, water filters. Wait till we rock the water filter industry. There's going to be, it's going to be crazy because I know the prices of these water filter companies, what they're trying to sell there. We're talking a fifth of the price. Essential oils are about to drop. Now, there's an exciting story. The essential oil market is massive globally because of a couple of, one or two really huge companies selling 15 ml bottles for anywhere from $30 to $70 for frankincense because it's so rare. It's not so rare anymore. And if you look at some of the videos from Ryan Goodkin himself, you'll understand why we're selling a pack of 6 for 50 bucks US, just under 50. It's going to really turn some industries inside out. But they're talking about travel, red light therapy. I can't wait for that because, I mean, red light therapy, I've done a lot of studies on that. It can improve your eyesight. I may not need these anymore, right? So I can't wait for that. Online services, everything's coming. So it's a no-brainer, folks. It's a one line always. It's your one-stop online superstore with everything in it for 10 bucks a month. It's crazy. So why Liv Good? In summary, incredible products that you'll absolutely love. So much more coming. Prices you cannot get anywhere else on the planet at almost cost price. Like I said earlier, a 90-day empty bottle money-back guarantee. No one does that. And there's no need to buy anything. There's no auto ships, as we call it sometimes in this industry. And a powerful compensation plan that pays you to share with friends. And you know what? Unbelievable timing. It can't be any better than to join a company like Liv Good right now. Why? There's nothing like it on the planet. It's the first of its kind membership club in this industry. It's 1 year old, which means, and almost 1 million members, right? Which means we've gone past, we've fought through the difficult first 12 months of that any company has. Firstly, you're wondering whether it's going to make it, right, to 1 million members. But secondly, we've been through all the tough customer service issues. They needed to bring on some more customer service people, or shipping, trying to work out the shipping internationally. For God's sake, those things didn't worry me because I've been through it before many times. I've been in this industry long enough, right? But it bothered a lot of people. So you know what? There's never been a better time than right now as we're about to embark and start with some momentum. 1 million the first 12 months, I reckon 2-3 million the next, because we're starting to talk to influencers now and all sorts. It's going to be, there's nothing like it, nothing. That's why this has gone viral. Now, I know the question on both your lips at the moment, I know, is how do I get started with this little membership? It's simple. You decide whether you want to be a member or an affiliate. As a member, you simply go out and enjoy your fantastic products. And for Australia and anywhere out of the US, we've just introduced finally, because we didn't have this. That's why for the Australians, it was a greater jungle the past 6 months, because shipping was a little bit more expensive too, right? Didn't matter for me because it's a tax deduction. It's a tax deduction. Who cares, right? But what we did was Liv Good finally introduced an international pack with half a dozen products and 0 shipping. It's $89 US. It's worth about 200 and something bucks Australian when I compared the prices. But you know what? Order one or not. It doesn't matter when you order. Do you follow this? The key here is not the products. It's the membership. We have products. We keep running out of them because they're fantastic and they're so popular. But as a member, $9.95 a month. So you join today, you pay your $9.95 for your first month, away you go, and enjoy the products. And you can share it with friends, but they can just become a member. You don't get paid unless you decide to become an affiliate, which simply means you add on $40 at the front of that. So there's a $40 once-off affiliate fee, lifetime. You're an affiliate for life, right? Plus your $9.95 is $49.95 to become an affiliate. It's the easiest purchase ever. It's a $49 decision. It's a $50 business. And like we always say, we've got more $50 mistakes in our cupboard, right? And the rest. But so the only difference is, as a member, you don't pay the $40. That's it. Now, for those of you that do want to join as an affiliate and start your little amazing business together with us, let's spend a couple of minutes running through the compensation plan. I'm sure you want to learn how we get paid. Now, we've got 6 ways of getting paid here, okay? Don't worry too much about the retail and influencer bonuses. They're more for, retailers and if you're an influencer, but we'll spend 10 seconds on it later. The first is the weekly fast start. This is Liv Good's way of simply paying you some quick cash up front, okay? So let's say you go out and you sponsor Trevor. I always use Trevor as an example. He's stuck in my head now. Trevor pays his $49.95, his $50 to get started. You make 25, okay? 50%. That's it. So you go out and get 10 people, similar to what Casey just did over this last week. I think she ended up with 13, 14. I don't even know, right? So 10 people, $250 the following week. That's it. We have a cutoff every Thursday night, American time, Pacific time at midnight, which is about Friday, 7 p.m. for Melbourne, 6 p.m. for Queensland is the cutoff on Friday. So everything you do up until that moment, you don't get paid tomorrow, you get paid the following week. Okay? That's all. It's fantastic. It's just a nice little way to get some cash up front. Okay. Now, I'll tell you this, Liv Good is not a massive cash cow up front. Every other network marketing company and look, I tell it like it is, just so you know. Okay. People might hide and hide behind certain facts. I'll tell it like it is. I'm not going to sit here and promise you you're going to make $1 million up front with Liv Good, because you won't. You won't. We've got a fast start bonus, which is fantastic. You go out and find 10 people, you make $250. The following week, okay, first let me go through this and I'll explain what I was going to say. It gets better than just the upfront $25. You go out and sponsor, let me just go to the next page. So that was unranked. Just you find someone today, you're going to make 50% from their $50. Now, you introduce 2 people into the business, you become a bronze rank, right? As a bronze member, if your new member Trevor now goes out and sponsors Tiffany pays her $50. Trevor makes the 25. You make 5. Okay, so you make 10%. Right, so that's not a bad little bonus as well. And look, in the beginning, when you're unranked or bronze, you see a couple of these coming in and you think, well, that's not bad, but you need to rank up. I'm a platinum at the moment, so as a platinum, I get paid 8 levels of fast start bonuses. I get paid every time somebody pays their $50 down the line. If they're my direct, I get 25. The next one, 5. The next one, 250, and so on until it gets into cents. It doesn't matter. But that's a weekly pay. And mine comes in. It might be $200. It might be $300. It might be $150, depending how the week has gone. I think my worst one was probably $90, right? That's a weekly, and that's US, okay? But it's cool little pay every week. Now, the next one is the matrix commission. Listen carefully. As your business builds, here's your business. You're at the top. Just like we say, oh, don't you love these? Don't you love these little pyramid schemes? Guys, it's not a pyramid scheme, for God's sake. Pyramid schemes are illegal. There were some of those dodgy ones around years ago. There are still some, I don't know if you'd call them pyramid. There are scams lying around now. There are scams, some crypto scams and things like that. There's not a lot of pyramid schemes running around that are illegal now. There used to be that aeroplane game years ago that you find one person, and that's a pyramid scheme. There's no products involved, right? So I don't care what we call it, but let's call it a matrix. You're at the top of your organization. You're the CEO. And underneath you've got 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and so on. As your matrix, as you bring people into the business, whether it's you personally introducing somebody, or whether it's, let's say, Casey introduced Sarah and then Casey introduced the next one who falls under Sarah, you're getting a little bit of spillover from the top as well. Now, that's all going to depend where you're positioned. Some people get more spillover than others. Some don't get any at all. I didn't receive any because I started so far down the levels from my sponsor that if I'm on his 13th level, by the time spillover comes from him, it's going to be a long time away. And I don't care. I built my own business, right? Just like Casey's doing, for example, and just like Josephine has done over the last few months, and Libby. But so you imagine 100 people in your business, 25 in your matrix, $25 per month, every single month, US. 1,000 people. I've got nearly 3,000 people in my business. Not all of those are in my matrix. And there's a reason for that. Sometimes the way the matrix builds, you might find a great big leader here who starts building so fast down here that all of a sudden you get people falling out of your matrix below the 14th level. If that's a little complicated, it really doesn't matter. So you don't get the 2.5% for them just on those inside your matrix. And when your matrix grows, if it's 10,000 people, it's $2,500 US per month. So what you're earning with every person that's in your matrix paying their $10 per month, you're earning 2.5%, like I mentioned earlier. That's 25 cents per person. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it builds up. It very quickly gets to that $100, $200, $300, $400 a month, okay? But like I was saying earlier, these two first ways of getting paid, they're okay. They're all right. But you're going to hear about something now that is the only reason why any one of us leaders are in Live Good, and it's the matching bonus. This is by far the one part of the compensation plan that is the most exciting. This is the one that's going to create the biggest checks this industry has ever seen. This will create millionaires in the next few years, not in 3 months or in 4 months. This is the part of the compensation plan that I've been screaming from the rooftops, trying to wake all my team up to understand, and anybody new, of course, to see past the fast start bonus and the matrix pay, which is, it's a little bit of pay. This is what's going to create the income that's just going to grow every single month to who knows in 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It's going to, this is what's going to create huge residual income that just all it does is increase. This is what residual income is all about. I'll keep it simple. Whatever your personally enrolled people earn in their matrix every month, previous slide, if they're ready, $200 a month, $300, $500, whatever, you earn half, okay, as their sponsor. You got that? So you go out and you share this little $10 membership with everyone. You sponsor a bunch of people, and you will. And let's say you've got 10 of these people earning $1,000 a month from their matrix at some point. You earn $500 from each of them every single month. And the more they earn, the more you earn, 50%. They earn 500, you earn 250. They earn 1,000, you earn 500. Doesn't matter. One day you go out and reach out to a Johnny. You just met Johnny. You show me the business of Live Good. I look at it and think, oh, you know what? Not bad. Little membership club, $50. I'll give it a try. Why not? And I go to platinum. I go to diamond, and I max out my matrix. And the maximum matrix for a diamond payout is 16,000. You earn half, 8, for example. Do you understand? But that, you know what? That's not even the best part. That 50% that you see at the top here from all your personally sponsored people, that's amazing. But as you rank up, you also get paid matching bonuses, generational matching bonuses deep within your business. Unlimited depth. That's where the magic is, right there. That's the bit that's going to create the biggest checks that this industry has ever seen, ever. That's why I'm fired up at the start of 2024. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing with my business and the people that have joined me. This is true residual income. That the reason why this is so powerful, this residual income, please understand this. Traditional residual income isn't even residual income from other companies. The payment that you receive, the commission that you receive in other companies in this industry, they come from product sales, which means that your income is like that. Why? You receive an income of $1,000 one month, and the next month it's $800 or $700, and you look at your back office and you think, why is it changed? Why is it half even? Well, Charlie, because not enough people ordered product last month. Why? Maybe because your products are too expensive and not everybody can afford them, and they've got enough in their cupboard because you're forcing them to order every single month. That's not residual income, guys. How can you go away on a holiday and come back, 3 weeks later and not have a heart attack when you see what the state of your business is like? For the first time in 100 years, we are the only company that my residual income has been increasing every single month consistently and won't go down. It won't go down. You know why? Because nobody quits a $10 membership club. Nobody quits a Netflix. Nobody quits an Amazon Prime. Nobody quits YouTube because they're crazy about seeing ads, and they'll never change that. Nobody quits some of the apps that give them value on their phone. You follow? So we get paid on the $10 membership that everybody pays every single month, regardless of what they order. Please let that sink in. Oh my God. If you get nothing else out of this presentation, get that. The matching pay, and the reason why the matching pay is so good. It's because we're getting paid. Those people that fell in love with Amazon Prime have been lifelong members, paying whatever they're paying, $10, $12, whatever it is per month, to get free shipping and some great deals, right? They'll never change that. I'll never quit my Netflix membership. But imagine there was a commission paid from the beginning if you shared Netflix with your friends. Oh my God, it would have been crazy. Just like Liv Good is. That's exactly what Liv Good is. Except instead of watching movies, you're taking the best supplements. But it's $10 a month that nobody quits. So my income, I know, I can guarantee, I've got nearly 3,000 people in my business. I think I've had 2 quit in the last 7 months. That is insane. That's why this is a business that's going to pay you residual income. And I'm spending an extra little bit of time on this because it matters. It matters. And I don't care if this was the only part of the presentation that I presented, right? It matters because we're getting paid on the membership that nobody quits. Not, oh my God, I hope they order enough products this month so I can have a decent check. I hope it's not as bad as last month. No. My only concern is to increase my membership, my members, because everybody's paying their $10 and they never quit. All right, I hope that's sunk in. Sorry to go on about it, but it's really important you understand that. That's why everybody that gets off my Zooms, I say it in the nicest possible way, everybody joins. Why wouldn't they? This is incredible. And this is all that I do. This is all I do, guys. So people usually don't just join a company. They join people, right? Now, if you guys are here because of Josephine or Casey or Libby or Wendy, you got me above all that. That's why people join businesses. Firstly, it's to make a difference to their family, put some food on the table, make a difference, get that extra income, pay for that mortgage, whatever it is, or that freedom, maybe their big dreams. But for God's sake, what we got here, this is ridiculous. And people join people. This is all I do. You've got me for life. As long as Liv Good's around, I'm going nowhere. I know we never say never, but seriously, this is it. It's my last rodeo, and you've got me for life. So when you get off the Zoom, you can sit there and weigh up the pros and cons. There'll be no cons, and you can say, wow, and we get Johnny as well, who's going to be in my corner and be there for me, because that's one of the questions. Can I do this? Is one of the things. Can I afford it? Sure, $50. Can I do it? Am I going to get the support? For God's sake, get that question out of your mind. All right. If you work this business for a year, give it a year. And you're coachable. I promise, like Casey. Casey's on her way, without a doubt, to being one of the top leaders in Australia. Seriously. But watch what happens to your business and to your matching bonus. Just believe me. All right. But you can't kind of work at it. You can't just be lazy about it. Just focus. If it's not for you, don't worry about it. I'm just glad to have you here. But This is incredible. All right. Now, here are just some of the, where am I going backwards? Oh, yeah, I am too. Let's go forwards. All right, here's just a little example. One of my matching bonuses, one of the months. You can see here, these are all my personally enrolled. This one here earned $295 that month in the matrix pay. Remember the matrix pay? That's what this person earned. This one had 264, 242, 178, 167, and I earn half, right? But then all of a sudden I start getting paid 10%, 10%, 10%. This one's probably a 5%er, probably, yeah, 5%er, 5%. I get paid on everybody in my organization. It's mind-boggling, mind-boggling. So I thought I'd share that with you just so you can get an idea. Retail commissions, again, don't worry about it. What's the point in selling a product for, $12, $13 more, which is the difference between member price and retail price, and get a commission of 50% of the difference? So you might make $5, $6. You can do that if you want to, but why? Get your friend to come in and join you as a member, if you want, at least as a member, and let them receive some cheap products forever, right? So, but someone's got a milk bar or a retail store. Maybe they want to display some products in a gymnasium, things like that. That's available as well. Influencer bonus, same thing for those that are used to selling a lot of product on TikTok or Instagram. It's incredible. But I'm telling you right now, we've got everybody joining this business. Everyone, all sorts of people. Thea, I'm telling you, real estate agents have been incredible in this business, only because real estate agents, mortgage brokers, they've got that business mindset. So to have that extra income that might not, the idea is not to interrupt what you're currently doing, right? Seriously, this doesn't take 10 hours a day. The small pockets of time in your day will get you to a certain level, and then we push a little bit harder. You allocate your time. We get clever with time management to build it. I mean, you can't build $1 million business on an hour a day. That you're not going to do. But to start a business like this, a membership club, are you kidding me? It's crazy. So that's the influence bonus. And of course, the diamond pool and the crown diamond pool, the company simply puts 2% of all the sales and memberships and everything into a pool, and all the diamonds share that every single month. It's worth about $3-4 grand currently every month for each of them. There's about 82, diamonds in the company. And there's 2 crown diamonds in the company, one in Philippines and one in the US, and they share an extra 0.5% of the sales and membership pool. It's crazy. And here are the ranks really quickly. So we've got these certain ranks that allow you to build your business, and as you grow your team, you get paid more. It relates to your rank, right? Bronze is simply two personal members in your team. 10 personally enrolled members is for silver, and a total team of 20. But you don't need to get to 10. You can have 3 bronzes in your team plus a team of 20. So not bad. Gold, same concept, a total team of 100, or 3 silvers separate, or 30 personals if you want to. Platinum, where I'm at, 100 personally enrolled, or 3 golds in your team, and a total team of 500. And diamond, of course, 3 platinum ranks and a team of 2,500. That's my next rank. Can't wait. And of course, crown diamond is 50,000 in your team, with no more than 10,000 from each leg. In other words, you can't have all the 50 from one person. I sponsor Casey, and Casey goes out and brings in 50,000 members. I can't have them just from Casey. I need to spread it out from 5 people minimum. And that's fair. The company has to stay afloat, right? Now, here's an example of Trevor's, my business partner, Trevor, who's my sponsor, who's gone diamond. He's a diamond. He was nice enough to allow me to share with you for the last few months, just very quickly, his earnings, just the monthly earnings, not the fast start, just the monthly, which shows your matrix matching, retail, whatever, but basically shows your matrix and your matching bonus. All right. So he started in March, $19 for his matching, $13 matrix. He obviously had a couple of people put in, and 33 in total. April, $51.79 in total. That's US dollars, right? 98 for the matrix in May. It's starting to grow, getting a few people involved. 236 for the matching bonus, and 334 for in total. June 1184 and 1520. July 1551 and almost 2000 US. That's in July, and 394 for the matrix. So see how the matrix grows as well, because more people are in your business. So the 25 cents, it adds up. And these are US dollars. Now in August, 425 for the matrix, 1834 for matching, total of 2261. Now obviously in September, he went diamond. So 565 for his matrix, matching bonus grew to 2375. And now he's shared 3348 of the diamond pool as well. So that's 6291 in total, which equates to, a little over, I think it's around 10 grand in Aussie dollars. That's, and you know what? And Trevor's at the lower scale of the diamonds, and only just turned diamond recently. So, some of our diamonds are in the, 30, 40 grand a month plus on your journey to Crown Diamond. Now, Crown Diamond, Tim Miller, one of the two, he's on around 100,000 a month. I don't mind sharing that to give you an idea. And I mean, this isn't an income claim. It's, you know what? I just wanted to give you an idea of what's possible at Live Good, and he was clever, not clever enough, nice enough to allow me to do that. So pretty cool. And that's really it. Thank you for coming and spending a little bit of time with me tonight. But I just wanted to leave this presentation by saying this. And what I'll do, I'll stop sharing my screen because I want to look at you. Oh, look at this beautiful team. Look at that. Now, I want to finish up by saying this. There's a reason why you're here. Seriously. Fiona, Thea, there's a reason you're here. Maybe you want something more for your family. Maybe you want to take some pressure off some bills, some rent, mortgage, whatever, right? Or maybe you just want that freedom like me to be able to do what you want, when you want, with who the hell you want, right? To finally get some friggin' peace, because that's what I want. I just want peace. I'm 56 and I'll look 30 because of these great products I take, right? Stop it. But, we all want an extraordinary life, don't we? And it's not too late. Come and join the biggest movement that this industry has ever seen. Almost 1 million members. There's a reason. If you're new to this, great. We'll show you how to do it. We've got the blueprint to success. If you've had success in this industry before, great. You won't know yourself building a $10 membership club for the first time. And if you've done this before and failed, for God's sake, that's okay. Who cares? It wasn't your fault. Seriously. Most companies will make it like it's your fault. You didn't work hard enough. You didn't read enough personal development. No. The odds were always stacked against you in this industry because it's a broken model. Simple. And we changed it. But they'll never tell you that. They don't want you to know. This membership has changed the game. And it's the easiest conversation and most exciting conversation that you'll ever have. But whether you've done this before or not, you just have a chance of building something special here. And we're going to show you how. We've got the blueprint. But just please don't be the one person in 2 years' time that turns and says, hey, I was there on that Zoom and I didn't join. It didn't do it for me. Sorry. Don't be that person. Don't miss it. So here's what I'd love you to do. If you're a guest here, jump off the call, get on the phone to the person that invited you here. Sign up. Sign up. It's $49.95. If you want, you can even grab the 12-month membership and get 2 months free. We get nothing out of a 12-month membership. The only thing we do get, we get the security of knowing that, you know what, someone's jumped in for a year and it shows a commitment level. It's fantastic. But you get 2 months free. So instead of paying, $10 by 12, 120, you pay $99, $99.95, something like that. And then find your little link that you're going to get allocated, because everyone gets one, and go and sign up your 2 most precious family members, if you have any, or friends, whatever. There's a reason I say that. Remember we were talking about the matrix earlier? There's you on the top and there's 2 people underneath, and then 4 and 8 and 16, whatever. Understand this. If I knew what I know now back 7 months ago when I started, I would have taken all those, forget the top position, I would have taken the next 2 and the next 4 positions for me. I was having this conversation with Trevor again today, because I've got the seconds underneath me, there's 2 spots. My wife is one of them, and some woman in Spain who I knew from a previous company. I didn't know. I gave her a link. She signed up straight away. She's done nothing, hasn't been to a meeting, hasn't done anything. She's got about 1,200 people in her business thanks to me. And she's earning, I don't know, a couple of $100 a month US for doing nothing. Nothing. Now, that's not everybody's going to be in that position. She just happened to be right underneath me. And that should have been family members, both of them. Now, the next 4, I've got my dad in one of them. And I only got my dad because I had a team member after about a month or 2 that said, Johnny, this isn't for me. She was in Ireland, never showed up to anything. She was jumping from company to company. And she said, you can have that position. I thought, oh, thank God. This was early on. So I gave that position to my dad. And my dad earns a couple of $100 a month from that position for doing nothing because I've built a team of nearly 3,000 people. Do you see how it works? Now, if I had all those 6 positions, I'll be earning 200, 150, 80, 90, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm double dipping, triple dipping, 4 times, 10 times dipping into the compensation plan. Now, those 6 positions, I don't suggest for everybody, only if you're going to build a nice little business. Seriously. Otherwise, you got to grab the 2. Grab your kids. It's the greatest gift you'll give your children. Now, if you're here just to be a member, don't worry about that. Forget what I just said. But if you hear that you want to make a difference and maybe stop working those crazy real estate hours or whatever, because I've been there, done that. I'm fully licensed. I get it. I will not go back into 90 hours again. But those 2 are precious, I promise you, because when it's time, don't even give them to friends. I mean, you can give it to 2 if you have nobody in your life, but fantastic friends, good. Get those 2 underneath there. But go and get your family members. Put 2 fake names in there. Put Mr. Pump. Seriously, it doesn't matter. It only matters if they were going to pay out to a bank account where you need to set up KYC and IDs, whatever. If they don't, you have a credit wallet. From that credit wallet, you just simply transfer money to you. It's fantastic. So it's just an incredible way of taking advantage of a great compensation plan. I wish I did it more, and that's it. But I just wanted to share that with you. It's really, really important. Sign up those 2 family members, and then don't give your link out yet until you do that. And then ring a couple of people that you know. We all know a couple of people that we're going to go to for things like this, and just say, and ring them and say, oh my God, Frankie, you don't understand what I've just witnessed. The first of its kind, Amazon style. It's a membership club, never been seen before. Think Amazon 30 years ago. What is it? Shut up and be on a Zoom tomorrow night. See, I'm telling you, if they listen to this presentation, and I promise not to waffle on as much, they'll join you and watch what happens in 2024. So seriously, let's go build something great together and get some life into those dreams again. All right. Just don't miss this one. So on behalf of me, thank you all for being here. Thea, Fiona, bless you. Thank you for saying yes to at least coming on a Zoom. Hey, Roberto's here too. Let me stop the recording.